Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Seablock Rustic Waters. Thanks a lot for the comments on the last two episodes. Seems like you guys are enjoying the series and are also playing it, because the pack is out now. It actually came out before I uploaded the first episode, but yeah. I had it like recorded so far in advance that, you know, couldn't like edit that during the video. But yeah, it's out, so you can go play it right now. Did a couple of changes of camera. I put a workbench over here just for the food stuff, so I could just put apples in and then close the inventory because it keeps the pot inside. So pretty easy there. This stuff here is currently still for making creosote and so on. Christu suggested to use creosote oil and purified water because next to each other because it creates cobblestone, or stone rather, but you know, you can mine it for cobblestone. Very nice because it seems to form pretty quickly. So I haven't seen it somehow break yet, which is very nice. So yeah, pretty easy way to get it, so we don't have to go down to this to the floor and do it. So yeah, very nice. Thanks for that. Let me go put away these things here real quick. So we got the extra room here. I did make 2 more sluices, and I kind of set them up like this. This is how you do the whole kind of like queuing them up or combining them. So if I get a little bit more, let's do gravel maybe. So if we go up here and I can just right click these, and then take a bucket, if I could find it, grab that one, put it in there, and you can see the water kind of like flowing downwards. You have to place them like these, it looks like. You can probably also make them like sideways, so like, for example, create like some sort of tower, possibly like this, right? And then just spiral them down. The next one won't be there, etc. So that would probably work too. We might do that in the future, I'm not sure yet, but actually I should... Oh wait, does this work too? Ooh, hold on a second, because that might be even better, right? Because that's going to be really compact. So if we do it like this again, I feel like that might work too. Because then we can keep it in like a 3x1 space, I think. Yeah, it does work. Ah. And these things all collect here in the middle. Now they don't fall through, unfortunately, so that might be a downside. Like we can't... It's not as easy to like walk up and grab them, and we can't really use like hoppers below them then, because there's no room. But that'd still be good. Actually, now I'm kind of curious. Let's try one more thing. What if, because I'm kind of messing with these a little bit, what if they're like 1 block higher? So if this guy is... Yeah, I need to remove this one. So do I think here? Would this work? Because that would make it even better. Let's just use dirt. And put away some of this stuff here real quick. I do need this one. And we'll try this as well. Just experimenting a little bit. No. So it has to be like directly below it. But this is still pretty cool. So I'm sure we'll mess with this a couple of times. Oh yeah, this guy's running around free now. I was messing with this here, right? Doing stuff, and then he actually accidentally escaped. So I'm like, okay, let him free roam. It's a little bit more humane anyway. I just put trapdoors above so I can leave without him leaving. Pretty easy, but yeah, he's running around, which is probably better. Poor guy stuck in a corner. That was bad. But yeah, so these are pretty cool. You know, we get our resources. I still mess with them a little bit more. But yeah, we can set them up. I think I'm actually going to do this. Let's just put them here, I guess. So then, like, oop, next one here. Why am I jumping? I'm not doing that. I promise. There we go. So that's bit more compact, I suppose. And we can still reach all the drops from there. Definitely would like to automate this, but I'm not quite sure how yet. I was looking at the fluid pipes and extractors from Embers, for example. It doesn't seem too bad to get these. We do need the engineer's workshop, which is just copper and such, so pretty easy to get this one. And there was something else. So for the pipe itself, you need adhesive, which we get from the chemist workshop. Which is also pretty cheap. So we can actually do this, and I think there are quests for that. And that might help us a little bit with automating things, because we can also get the pump. So something I misunderstood about the pump is the book was talking about like infinite water source blocks, right? And I was like, oh, but we can get infinite water. Well, that's not what that meant. It just meant that we don't have one block that provides you with infinite water, like a sink or an NIO tank, etc. That's what that means. So yeah, so it's all good. But we can, for example, put this guy up here and then give it a signal, and it will just pump up water from this like infinite source block, right? So that still works. And then we could I don't know if the pipes would feed into these. That would be ideal. Over here, where Chiliwheel is currently running around, I have a bit of a tree farm. I've been just chopping down trees. It's like, what, 5 wide? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4 in each direction. I couldn't go further because the tree wouldn't grow because it's too close to the glass. And I could just place saplings here, 19, and then, you know, spam shift, it covers them all, and then chop them down. So, been getting quite a bit of logs, which is awesome. I've been smelting down a couple too. I'm currently smelting some iron down. And the pack had a couple of updates in between. Yeah, there's some logs in here. So I'm like using the released version. So there might be some things a little bit different. One thing I noticed, that's kind of weird, is that the carpenter table is no longer used. If you look at the quest in here, you actually have to make the, you know, the farmer one, but you only get the tailor one now. I mean, maybe it's still used for something. Let me actually double check here. Carpenter. No, it's not used for anything. So all the wooden stuff you make in here now, which is a bit odd. I wonder why that's the case, but I guess, you know, it works, so it's not too bad. So you just make your wooden stuff in here. I guess it's nice so you don't have to like switch back and forth, perhaps. But you do need to mess with your liquids a bit more, because this guy often needs purified water or creosote now. Before it was like this was only purified, this was only creosote so far in the recipes we had, but it's okay, you know, it will do. So yeah, I'm just like kind of trying to get some resources here and smelt them down. Let's smelt down this copper too, because we'll need it, I think. So just looking at the quests, there's a couple of things we can do. Now this one goes down to the rats mod, which is a pretty fun mod that I would like to check out. I think we have to find villages out in the world though to find rats possibly. So that's a little bit of adventuring there. That would be kind of fun, but we'll do this. I'm not sure if we'll do this today. If we go down back here, right, this is the one with the sea moth. I'm not sure how difficult this is going to be, but if we look at hang glider, this one requires the engineer's workshop too, some plates and some melted solder, which I don't know how to get yet. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think we should dive into this one yet, because we don't know what we need for that. And then the next one, the key one, I was looking at the key quest here. This one requires you to get the diving gear from the diving in quest row. Down here we need steel production from auto sluice plus void mining, which is up here. So that would be just the next one, right? And then this one probably requires the previous one perhaps or something. And so if we look at this, the diving in, I think that this one here is the one we need. Thank you for your help. Because if you look at here, it says requires thank you for your help. So this is kind of the progression right now. So going down here would be ideal, I guess. And this will also give us like new diving gear and so on for, you know, just exploring a bit more too. So we do that, and we can do all of these here to get production going. This just talks about how you get resources, and not necessarily how, but like that you have to get resources in abundance, because you'll need quite a few later. But yeah, we can actually dive into these. So the ones we really need are, I guess, these three here: engineer, ocean smithing, and the chemist. Those seem to be the one that are required for our pipes and such, right? So I think we'll try to work on that, see if we can do that. It shouldn't be too bad. So let's actually do workshop maybe. I don't know, what's it called? Artisan work table, not workshop, doesn't matter. So I'm gonna favorite this guy, I'm gonna unfavorite the sluice. So we want to make that guy, we want to make the chemist workshop, and we want to make the engineers, right? Yeah. So these are the three we want to make today. So that's more treated planks. I think I only have 4, okay. But it's no big deal, we can make more. It's actually pretty easy now. I've been smelting up a lot of charcoal as well because of, you know, cutting all these trees down. So it's relatively easy to make more stuff. You know, we just need that purified water. And actually, that might be something we might try to automate today as well. Because we have that guy. It should be really easy. Although, I don't know. Because this tank, I don't know if that would feed the tank. Let me see. If I put you here. No. Oh, it does fill. It does fill. So it fills it to the side. Okay. So we could actually automate this production. But where would I put this, man? That's been the biggest issue, trying to put things somewhere. And this would have to be higher up a little bit, right? So, let me think about this. Alright, so here's my ghetto setup. I don't think it's worth it though. So, you know, we have to pump the water. So I have it kind of like stuck to the wall currently. I had it over here first, but it didn't quite work. Because the thing, I tried to feed it sideways into the chest, but that doesn't work. It has to come down from the top, right? The only problem is now that, for example, you know, if you put a bucket inside it like pulls it out right away, right? Oh, I guess it does work. Yeah, I guess now it works because there is enough water in here to fill, and before it wasn't filled, so it would just pull out the normal iron bucket, which was not so ideal. But I guess that kinda works. Maybe I should do it like this then. Maybe it's not too bad. Now the only issue is now, you know, we have to do it like this, because vanilla furnaces you have to feed from the top. Although now, that being said, I wonder if like this guy, for example, can be fed in from the side. Because normally the side input is for fuel in vanilla hoppers. Vanilla furnaces. So I don't know if that's gonna work with these guys. We can give it a shot. So if I put a, it doesn't matter what in. It went down here? Where did it go? Oh, it's just in here, okay. Well, maybe that doesn't work. Here, let's see. I'm guessing if I put wood in there, right, it would go into the wood slot. Yeah, it goes down there. Here, let's try another bucket. Let's just make another one. Wait, nah, actually no, let's not do that. Let's do, we can pick that up with this bucket here. There we go. So we don't waste anything. So if I do this, yeah, it doesn't go in because it tries to put it into the fuel slot, right? So kind of has to be down like this. I would have been better if it was one higher, but I had this one go sideways at first, so. But I don't want to move the whole thing. So I guess it's not too bad. I mean, we could have it down in the floor if we wanted to. We can just take out these blocks here. And then we have a chest on this side and a hopper feeding it into here, right? There we go. So that should work. So we put sticks in here, that stays, right? And then if we have a, let's get an empty bucket. Oh yeah, yeah, an empty bucket. Drink. And then put this up here. Oops, not up there. Oh, you can just grab it from there too, nice. Put it into the chest, boink. Yeah, see, this time we didn't fill it because we took out the water, I'm guessing, right? Now it worked. Unless it's like, it's still a little bit too fast or something. It doesn't work all the time, I'm not sure. But I guess that works for now, and then we could have multiple buckets if we ever do. And if this runs out, and just make purified buckets in here, so... Not the worst, I suppose, after all. I did make a bit more treated wood. Now, here would be a nice idea. You know how we make treated wood with a creosote bucket in the middle? It would be cool if we could get a recipe where, you know, you just put it like a chest, the planks, but then if there's creosote in here, it will make these planks. I don't know if that's gonna work because you also make the normal chests in here now, right? With just normal planks. I don't know if you can detect if there's liquid in there and then just use the other recipe first or something, but would make this a little bit easier to make treated planks, I think. But anyway, we got these guys, so we can go do this now. Ta-da! And that should finish one of the quests, right? Yeah. There we go. We get a storage upgrade. I'll leave it there for now because we don't need it. But we also need these pliers to use them in there, right? So pliers, how do we make them? So it said, did it say iron? Yeah, it has to be iron ones. So these guys, so that's just stick, string, and that. Not too bad. Let's get some here. And that has to be done in this one. Normal sticks, right? Okay, good. We can afford them. There we go. We get money from this. Very nice. I think we have enough money to buy another bonsai tree if we want to. Yeah. But might have to do that later. Where do we get electron plates from? Oh, probably from the loot bag, right? Okay. So that's that. Then let's make the engineer's workshop. Was this the copper one? So that's a copper block with iron and that. So basically same recipe, but copper instead. Engineer's workshop. And there it is. We get a prospect that detects ores in a straight line. Okay. And then we need a iron solderer. Okay. Oops, there it is. So that is clay. Clay's probably down here, right? If you break it down. Can we break it down in the inventory? Nope. Have to do it here. There we go. That should be good. And then Make this, please. Awesome. We're gonna have to like move these tables somewhere else too, I guess. It's really messy. I'm probably gonna get rid of this dirt stuff, and I might add the second floor to this place because there's so much space we're wasting. But let's finish this up first. So that's that guy, and now we need a chemist workshop. Now that requires the tempered glass again. I don't know if we have any left. Doesn't look like it. So that was what was it again? That was like some sort of fire crafting. So compressed sand in a thing gives 3. Okay, so let's make a couple then, I guess. Let's just see how many we can make. There we go. 4 will do. And do I have my flint and steel? There's one of them. Put this away for now. And there we go. Do your thing. And it's done. Awesome. So we have some spares for later as well. And those are the same recipes, right? Looks like it. There we go. Make sure it detects the quest. Yep. And then it wants us to get a... Ooh, we get an oil tank with 8 buckets. Oh, and we can probably reuse that tank. So that's nice. Artisan beak. And then what do we get here? Glass. Okay. Glass is probably good. That's the glowing glass too, which is nice. So iron beaker. How are you being made? Hopefully not too bad. It's just glass. Okay, regular glass. There we go. And now we have those tables, right? So that's cool. Yeah, I'll definitely claim this one. Kind of curious if you can use this, or if you can make this stuff in the tank somehow. Probably not, but you know, we have one. So that's cool. Let me clean my inventory a little bit. I think what I'm gonna do is try a tiny bit of organization and like put blocks kind of up here. Any like, you know, building blocks, chests I guess could go up there too, slabs, glass panes and so on, and then have all the miscellaneous stuff here for now. I think we have to do a bit more organization later, but for now that should be okay. Don't need this and not the strength. So, where do we want to set up things? I feel like maybe... let's see, this is 1, 2, 3. Maybe we'll just put them up there for now. Maybe that's gonna look weird, but we don't really need them to be down here, to be honest. So what if we do something like this? Well, like this. I'm gonna start like a second floor there, although I almost feel like it should be one higher maybe, but nice placement. Can I hold shift to do that? Nope. I have to take down the entire thing. Did I get it? Yes. So here, and we're missing one, I guess. Yeah, that's gonna drive me crazy. Let's fix that right now. Let's fix that right away. Get some logs. Just put them into planks. And get more slabs going. That's not a slab. Wait, I saw something here while I was crafting. What was that? I feel like I saw something else in there. A boat. No, maybe not. Okay, anyway. I mean, trapdoors wouldn't be too bad either. Only thing is now, can we even access them if they're all up there? We only need to access one, to be honest. Problem now is this one has stuff inside. Oh, it's a bucket though, so we can take that out easily. Did I put away all my buckets? Oh yeah, we turned them into stuff. So this guy I can take. We also want this one, right? What is up? That one is pickaxe. That one is pickaxe. And we don't need the carpenter one. That one is an axe for some reason. So carpenter is not too useful. What I should actually do is take out this one and have the workbench here, or toolbox. There we go. Just because we don't need to, you know, so we don't have to move it if we ever like extend it. We can also make bigger versions of these, but we can do that later. So then we can have these tools in here. And this one, and there's one more, right? Or is that all of them? Oh yeah, this one here. Okay, cool. And then we can just access them from up here. So it's a little bit cleaner, and I think it works fine, right? Could just access any ones of these up there. Nice. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, that's the Tailor Workshop. That's the upgraded version. Unfortunately, it doesn't reuse the previous one. Bit of a shame, because the previous one is gonna be not important whatsoever afterwards. And let me see. So we want to kind of make a bit more progress in here, right? So there's tree tapping. So we actually need this guy now. This looks a little bit more difficult now. We also need... No, we have soldiers. We have cutters. Yeah, I think. Do we have cutters? No, these are the pilers or whatever. Okay, let's make the cutters too. Because that's kind of the next step in our quest here. Let's get a couple of sticks. I really want to go out and explore, and you know, anything that makes me go closer to the, or gets me closer to the sea moss would be nice to have. But we have to unlock this guy first, so we have to go through here first. So it's going to take a bit before we can do that, right? Okay, so this one is placing an arboreal extractor at the base of a full tree will allow you to slowly collect sap. This can be crafted into some useful materials for making diving gear. Fighter grow can greatly increase the speed that the arboreal extractor collects sap, but placing multiple extractors on the same tree will lower the efficiency. Okay, good to know. So that requires now plates, bronze plates. Requires aluminum, silver, wiring kit. So that's a little bit of a more complicated one. So let's see if we can do this today. Now plates, there are two ways of getting them, right? We can use two in here with a hammer, or we can get this guy, the steam one. I don't know, like, does it need, it does need steam. I don't know how to make it, but it is in here. Hammer time. The steam hammer is a slow but automatable way to craft plates. It uses less metal than the blacksmith's table recipe, but requires a constant flow of water and coal to produce its steam. The steam hammer requires a diamond level pickaxe to break. If you don't have one yet, use a moving wand when you need to relocate. Same with the tank up there, or the pump requires an iron pickaxe. I kind of want to get this guy. I kind of want to see what it does. So that's a bunch of crude and pistons. So that is pretty easy to make. That was just a block of iron, right? How much do we have left of that stuff? 5. Okay, there's a bit of iron in here as well. And speaking of iron, we do have a little bit that we should probably start smelting up again. Let's get coal instead of charcoal, because charcoal is a bit more useful for us currently. Okay, so let's make another block and set it on fire. Because if we can get that going, that would be awesome. Why is it raining indoors? Oh, it's just dripping. There we go. So should we, is that enough? How many is it exactly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11, 12. Okay, so we have enough. Cool. And then the pistons. We need some redstone. We need some cobble, some planks, maybe a couple. Oh, wait, no, we do have enough here. And then redstone. Wait, how do we... There was redstone downstairs, right? There's also some in here though, so nice. I'm probably going to set up a bunch of these strainers still, because they seem very effective. There's 2. And then, which one do we need? This guy. So we still need a hammer as well. Okay. That can be any hammer, so let's maybe make the stone one. Is it in here? Stone hammer. Since it says it can use that, but I'm not sure if it does require the iron one. Said it was okay. There we go. Boink. Got it. Very nice. Quest complete. We also get soundproofing, so that thing might be noisy. Who knows? And it looks like later we get the immersive engineering one as well. Once you get a bit of power and start producing some steel, you can craft a metal press. Nice. So that will be for later. Okay. But, is there anything else I want? I guess I can claim the money for now. I'll leave the rest in there for now. Okay, so check out this dude. Place him... Well, we have to provide him with water and such, right? So, I might have to move this chest, actually. This one probably would benefit from a pump. Let's just place it down. Looks absolutely ugly. Worst texture I've ever seen. But that's okay, as long as it's functional, right? Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, so I think... Let me double check. The pump... Wouldn't be bad to have a second pump, right? That was a stone gear, this temper glass, another funnel. I'm gonna make this because I think that's gonna be just useful for us to have in general, so I'll be right back. Alright, there is another pump. Very nice. And then we also need another lever to power it. There we go. And we're just gonna put this over here. So ghetto. So ghetto, but I like it. And we're gonna put this guy on top, right? So it should get water. Yep. It's getting water. And we do have our charcoal or coal coming out of here. I wonder actually which one does give us the best charcoal or coal one here. So either dirt or gravel. Oh, it almost looks like you could use compressed one, but no. Cool. I'm guessing we can use charcoal as well, but you know, might as well use that. So there we go. It's heating up. Cool. And then, here, let me double check. So, it is producing steam. Hopefully that's not going to explode. It might explode if it gets too hot. I'm going to take this out for a second. Okay, now it's cooling down. I see. Okay. So yeah, you do have to kind of be fast, right? There it goes. Making things. But that's not really what we want. We want bronze plates, right? It was, I think. It is indeed very noisy, but that's cool. Okay, yeah, it's the bronze one. Oh, is it still hammering that one? Cool. Let me actually see. Each block reduces sound. If I just put this here. Oh, so much more quiet. I don't mind hearing it, to be honest, but I'll just leave it there for now. Yeah, it's still doing stuff. There we go. So, bronze is an option. To get bronze, though, I think we would have to do the whole dust thing, which requires this table. However, there is also a quest for the kiln, which is up here. The immersive engineering kiln will allow you to make alloys without having to combine ore dust first. It's not extremely fast, but it can be automated. Check JEI for recipes. Place 8 kiln bricks down in a 2x2x2 formation and hit it with an engineer's hammer. Have an abundance of leaf laying around? You can craft bully brews using leaves and rocket squids. Nice. So that's actually pretty good. So what does the kiln block require? It's usually like some clay and stuff. Sand and clay. Okay. Oh, sandstone, I think it is. Sandstone. So that makes 2. So we need 4. So we need 8 of each. 8 bricks and 8 sandstone, I believe. So let me go get this guy. Alright, there's our little kiln, or at least the blocks, and we do get the hammer, so we don't need to make it, which is very nice. I think I'm going to put this over here, with Chili Willy's running around. There we go, and hammer time. Awesome. So yeah, it said it will take a while to do this, but we could probably use the... and also, actually, that's tin and whatever, right? So let me double check here. So 3 copper, 1 tin. So I actually need to smelt some tin. But we can probably just use the... do we have tin? Just a little bit. The speed wand or whatever to speed things up, perhaps. So this guy is going to be set to fast mode. I think you just shift right click, right? And uses up durability, but like it does things faster. There's a way to like, what is that? Equal. Faster mode, fastest. Okay, let's do fastest and then doink, doink. Looks like that's almost an ingot per click. That is so nice. How much durability does it have? It doesn't say without turning on the other mode. But if we go over here, maybe this works on this guy too. So if you put, we don't have much copper yet. Is that all the copper we have? I feel like I smelted up a ton of copper. I know we use some, but there it is. Why did I put it up there? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Let's put it in here, and then of course give it some fuel. Yeah, it's gonna be. That is not that far slow. That's pretty. That's a good speed, but of course we can do this, right? Can we do this? Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, this one. Maybe. Nope, it just makes 4. Ah. That's the spot. Bottom corner. Right click that one. That one will speed it up, right? Very nice. Okay, cool. So that will do it. Aha! Speed it up! Nice wand, so we don't have to wait on it. Very cool. And now we just need to go hammer these. Now, how much do we need? Arboreal. Oh, I have it up here. We need 14, I think. Okay, while this guy is doing its thing, which is going to take a little bit, even with the speed wand, I used it a couple of times now, there's quite a lot of stuff we have to still get. Pipettes are easy, these are easy, but this guy here requires, so aluminum and silver. I'm going to smelt these up. The rods are like this. We don't have a shortcut for those yet, so I just need to craft them. And then this one is a redstone wire coil, that's just redstone treated wood, and then this one is a wire thing, which is a plate cut into pieces, so... Actually, not too bad. I just need to smelt up things and then get that going. So I'm just going to do this off camera because it's, you know, just regular stuff. Alright, I think we got all the pieces now. There's a little bit of a funky thing with shift clicking recipes into here, it seems. See, if I do this, it like puts this guy up here and it's all funky. Not sure why. But it's okay. You know, we can Yeah, this time it'll work. We can do that. And you can also use the bottom part in these workshops to just like store items that you need in the crafting, which is really cool. So you can kind of empty your inventory and leave things here you need later on. But yeah, I think that's all the things we need. There we go. Arboreal extractor. Let's make sure the quest detects this before we even use it. So that was in here. We get that flux fighter grow, whatever. Suit of swimwear. The most basic form of diving suit is made from rubber. While you will still want to insulate your armor to get even better protection, each tier of diving gear gives increasing protection from the frigid water temperature. Ah. That is pretty good. So that one now requires this rosin, right? That's what we get from there, I guess? Or is it... No, we get sap and then we combine it. Okay, so let's go set this up. This guy's gonna not like me going over there. I'm just gonna grab one tree. Now, does it have to be a tree or can it be like a log? I kind of want to try both. And we're just gonna grab another piece of dirt. Because to be honest, never used these. I haven't used the new thermal stuff at all. So... yeah, that's that. So let's just try this first. Oh, game, come on. Do you think what's happening? Okay, it's back. Not sure what happened there. A little bit of a lag spike or something. Now, I have a feeling that's the front. Okay, so you actually have to... Can we break this one? Yeah. You have to place it this way, I suppose. It looks better. And then if I do this... So does it need fuel to do this? No. Redstone signal disabled. Extract fluid from adjacent trees. Oh, that's where fertilizer goes. Okay, so I don't think this one works. So it has to be... seems to have to be a proper tree. But we do have some trees here, so we can probably do that. Let's do... oh, here, let's just use cobbles a bit faster. So I'll place them against this one for now. You're a proper tree, right? Are you gonna work? Aha! We get sap. Awesome. Now, I'm not sure if this is gonna run out eventually or something, but yeah, it looks like we're getting stuff, so that's awesome. So this will probably take a while now. I should, you know, set up a proper tree just for this, I guess, so I don't, you know, accidentally harvest this tree if I ever need more. Although now it's not doing much. Unless it's really this slow. I mean, we have this Fido grow too. I don't want to waste it yet. Okay, no, it is working. Okay, so since it's working, I'm going to put this in there because I want to see if it's a lot faster or something. It's still only 100. Now, to make... let me see here. So to make this, we need... so 4 rosin is 500. So a bucket will make 8 of this stuff. So that's actually not too bad, right? You get 2 rubber sheets out of it. So, yeah, that's decent, I guess. Alright, and then this goes down to flippers as well, which probably requires that stuff. Yeah, rubber sheets, and then black dye and orange dye. Okay. I think I may have to go kill some inks or something. Or maybe there's a different black dye we can use. But cool. Oh, 4 times. Here we go. So this is 4 times speed, right? And I'm not sure how long that will burn through. Pair 1, and how much is this to make? Well, that's blaze powder and fighter grow, and fighter grow is... but this is the rich one. The normal one is just dried distiller's grains and slag. You can also get it from straining though, with the solid survivalist one, which we can't seem to make. Maybe that's a quest reward or something. And this stuff comes from block of leaves. Makes 1. Or later we can get stuff here. Okay, so that's something for later. Cool. But yeah, there it is. It's working. So yeah, we can probably next time just work on this entire tree here, perhaps, for the diving gear, so we can unlock this new section and perhaps do some exploration so we can also find these rats or something. We'll see what we do. But I think that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.